It's been amazing. It's been crazier than I even thought it would be, as far as fans just being, so enthusiastic and just so over the top every night. They've been showing up, bringing us, everything from blow up dolls to chocolate to vodka to whatever, But it's been really, really amazing. I love playing with this band. It's a great lineup. The whole package has been great. All the opening, bands, Gabriel and the Apocalypse, Genitortures, Little Miss Nasty, Orgy. It's been a really good package and very successful, I think.
Yeah, it's like a little festival, traveling festival.
Yep.
We're having. When you look at the buses here in the street.
Yeah. Yep. It's like a traveling circus.
Yeah, it was like taking up the whole block almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been cool, man.
Yeah, it's very good, and I'm also very happy that we have now our new singer. Because we've been it took me quite some time to find the girl who could do it the way I wanted her to sing it, because it's not easy to sing Lords of Acid, because most of the albums that were done in the past were also done by great singers, so you cannot just pick a girl from the street and say, okay, can you do it? It's very hard to find one, and Marika has the right attitude, she has a great voice and a wide vocal range, and she's a great performer, so what more can you ask for?
Yeah, from from all the videos I've seen, it's been pretty amazing performance.
Yeah. Just great stage presence to go along with her amazing voice. Because if you listen to Lord stuff, I mean, the singers that have recorded the records are really amazing singers. It's not just anyone that can do that stuff. They have to have a certain range and a certain style. There's a little bit of, there's some soul in there. There's some the vocal range that the women have had on the records is pretty tough to replicate, and thank God, Marika, I think has it all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how far back do y'all go as far as like when y'all first established and whatnot, like the early years?
When the band started?
Yeah.
Yeah, it all started with just a single, one-off single, because in those days I had many projects, because it was more like a single-based time in those days,
Yeah.
So because Lords of Acid was just one of the projects that I had, but I had maybe 25 or something. But because it was part of a musical wave that went down in Europe, it was called the New Beat, like a typical Belgian style of music. And then when the wave died out, the strange thing is that one single kept selling, and that was Lords of Acid with Acid on Acid. Yeah, okay, New Beat, yeah. So that one single kept selling. And then later on I found out that all the copies were going to America. And then I got this phone call from Caroline Records, and they asked me, can you guys do an album for Lords of Acid, because people in America, they really love it. And so we made that album in a short period of time, and strangely enough, it took off immediately.
Oh yeah.
And after a couple of after 2 months, we had sold over 300,000 copies. So it all went really fast.
Yeah, I remember listening first discovering y'all back in the '90s, and it was some really good stuff that y'all were putting out back then.
Yeah.
And
I found out that Sin, my best friend, Sin was one of the younger musicians who were there to see us perform.
Mm-hmm. I saw in like '93 or something like that. Whenever that tour was.
3 or 4.
Yeah. So I was a fan of the band right from the beginning, And as soon as I heard, Sit on Acid and Lust, and I mean, that album got played so much at home and in my car, and I was a big fan. And then when I saw they were coming to town, I was like, I gotta go check them out. So I went, and I was one of those guys up at the barricade, up in the front watching the band. So yeah, I've always been a huge fan of the band. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you come into this picture, Sin?
We were in a Turkish bathhouse.
Yeah. Surrounded by.
No, it was actually through one of my old agents, who had a connection with Praga, and he had heard that he wanted to do a tour, and he wanted to put a band together in the States, and so he reached out to me, and we got in contact, and I sort of assembled the band in the States for the 2010 tour.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I rehearsed the band like about 3 days in LA, and then we got on a tour bus and went up to Seattle, and Praga flew in that afternoon, and we met at soundcheck, and that was it, And
we had a great tour.
And we had a great tour,
Yeah.
and here we are 9 years after that, having a better tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was pretty strange because we had the original plan was that I was gonna fly to LA and that we were gonna rehearse in LA.
Yep.
And then drive up to Seattle together, to get to know each other.
Yeah.
But I had problems with my visa, like every time. So then on top of that, there was a problem with the plane. Yeah, so we missed our connecting flight. So we arrived.
Yeah, it was
Same
sound
day,
check.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like this tour.
Yeah, pretty much. I think you arrived a few hours earlier on that tour, because we got to we were actually at sound check still, and we were just kind of like, hey, nice to meet you.
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you? What do
Drummer?
you do? Yeah. That was basically it, man. And
But they already rehearsed everything. So and I also knew that they were really professional. So yeah, I had no doubts that it was gonna be good. So
yeah.
Same thing now. That's also what I said to Marike when we arrived on this tour. These guys are so professional. They're so well prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was very similar on this run as well. As so Galen, Dietrich, and I were out in Phoenix, which is where the first show was, and we rehearsed 2 days, and Praga and Marika and Inya showed up the night of the show. Like, they literally went from the airport to the venue, and got there just a couple hours before doors or showtime or something, and didn't rehearse with the entire band until we were up on stage that night at the first show. But like I was telling Praga, I wasn't worried about it at all. I was more worried that for them to just make it safely to Phoenix, and I wasn't worried about the band or anything like that. I knew we would be solid. So yeah.
We were lucky that there was this 9-hour time difference. That was the only thing that saved us. Because we left Brussels at noon, and we had to perform at 10 in Phoenix.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Y'all got some of the best beer over there as well.
In Belgium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cantillon's one of my favorite breweries.
Which one?
Cantillon.
Cantillon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every chance I can, I try to get a friend of mine that works over in Germany. He'll bring some back for us every so often. He actually brought me back a bottle of the Motorhead whiskey. He had a friend drove it to him all the way from Wales.
Wow.
And then he brought it over here to me, and I was like, that's pretty awesome. So.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of beers in Belgium. Over Maybe you can join in when it's about beers.
Tell us about beer.
Is our singer Marieke who knows a lot about beers.
We have like the Delirium Tremens bars, and they have over, I don't know, 2,000 sorts of beers. Not all Belgian though, but I'm not sure how many Belgian beers there are, but there are a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of like special beers.
But we also have a lot of abbeys, you know?
Yes.
Where they have these beers that were brewed for hundreds of years, you know? And
Yeah.
the recipe is, it's like a big secret. And it's kept somewhere in a safe.
And it's very exclusive
Yeah.
to have some kind of these abbey beers
Yeah.
brewed by the pastors.
And sometimes, but there are also abbeys that don't sell their beers. There's only like 1 week or something.
1 week, you can call them, and if
Yeah.
they have some beer left, you
Yeah.
can go and pick it up.
Oh, really?
You get a special code to get into the abbey and whatever,
Wow.
Yeah.
and and
1
they
week.
only sell it like once a year or something.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Belgian and beer, it's beer country,
Wow.
best beer in the world.
So how you liking it over here?
I love it. It's been an amazing experience, and I'm super grateful. Everybody's super nice. The fans are super supportive and everything. So yeah, I love it.
Oh yeah. Do some pretty good. You know, y'all got a pretty good set. You know.
Yeah. The thing is, also for Marieke, it's how many days are we doing? We're doing dates, 31 or 32?
Yeah, we had 30 shows.
In 35 days.
What do y'all have, like 6 left or something like that?
Yeah. 6 left,
with
yeah.
tonight,
Yeah.
6 tomorrow.
So, but I was pretty sure that you were not gonna have a problem with it because you have a very strong voice. Huh? But there's a lot of singers who cannot do it, like doing 17 concerts in a row. You know,
Yeah.
it's like.
Yeah, you have to know your limits. Take care of yourself. Have a good vocal technique, vocal hygiene. So yeah, my voice is a little. It's tired, but we all are. It's my body, but
Yeah.
I've been still able to perform every night. Kind of surprised by that, but yeah, it's fine. We're doing good.
Yeah, I guess it takes a lot of practice and whatnot. And,
How not to strain your voice, that's the most important thing, that you know that you have good technique. And I think that's for a lot of singers. You can do like lucky shots in the studio, just push the notes through, sing amazing, but you can't do it like 5 days in a row because you're hurting your vocal
Yeah.
cords. It's a muscle. So you have to make it strong and know how to treat it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I noticed. Sen, you don't ever do any vocals, do you? Or
I don't have a singing voice at all.
no?
Not at all. Which is funny because my dad was a singer, in the 60s in Mexico. He had a big band, and
Really?
he was the lead singer.
That's nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and he had an amazing voice, and I have no voice. That's
And
why
what's the
I
name?
picked up the guitar.
That's why you play
They
the
were
guitar?
called Los Summers.
Los Summers.
Yeah.
I was really a big fan of Los Summers.
No.
Yeah, I was.
Well, because they were the original Los Summers. There's a couple of Los Summers that came on after them.
Yeah.
But they were the original ones. I thought I was 45 and everything. Yeah,
That's
I'll
amazing.
play for you sometimes.
That's good.
Good
Yeah.
information.
Yeah. So to answer your question, no, I don't ever sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, y'all are headed to Texas, I guess, next, and
Houston, I think tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
Houston.
Houston,
Albu-
Dallas,
the-
Austin,
Albuquerque.
Oklahoma City, then Albuquerque, and then Vegas.
so I guess will any of your bandmates be trying to make the shows over there?
I don't think so because the only guy that's close
Is,
is Caesar.
Yeah,
but he's
Caesar
in El
and-
Paso.
And then Tony's on tour with Static, isn't he?
Not yet. Not
Yeah.
yet. They don't go out. They don't go out till for another few months. But yeah, no one else is out there. Everyone else is in LA. But I don't think Caesar will be able to make it because he's too far. He's in El Paso, we're in
Yeah.
Albuquerque, so he's got stuff to do.
Yeah. So, like, what do y'all plan to do when y'all finish y'all's tour here? Y'all planning on doing any tours like anywhere else, or y'all just?
Yeah, we're doing a couple of summer festivals in Europe. and we're planning to go into the studio to do, believe it or not, an acoustic album from Lords of Acid. And Sin came up with a great title.
Yes, tell us, Sin.
The title is Unbutt Plugged.
Unbutt plug.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That I'm actually really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I think that'll be
You're
a
gonna be
real cool.
You're gonna be a part of that album.
I hope so. Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan. But I think it could be a really cool thing to do, Lord's tunes in a sort of stripped down kind of way.
Yeah.
And I think people will be surprised at how good the song actually is, even with everything stripped down. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, if you can't play a song on an acoustic guitar, I mean, it's not really, in my opinion, it's not really a well-structured song or something.
Is that what you was doing the other day on that video that you posted?
Maybe. Or when?
It was you and what's
I think it was.
Oh,
a
no,
friend.
that was with me and Johnny. That was
Yeah.
a three-headed snake thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Praga and I were messing around at Soundcheck a couple days ago with a kind of little stripped-down version of something, and that's what sparked that idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, can't wait to hear it.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, is there anything else y'all would like to add? Anything you'd like to say to your fans or?
Yeah, I would like to thank the fans that they come out every day to the shows and that they've been so supportive during all the tours that we've done. And sometimes people think that I make a joke when I say that we have the best fans in the world, but when you're on tour with the band, then you know that we really have the best fans in the world, because they've been also helping us with. There was like the last album was like a collaboration between the band and the fans.
Yeah.
We took it that far. We also asked them, okay, what would be a good title for the album? What would be a good song subject? What do you think of this demo versions? So, and that's something that it's like a collaboration. And most people love the new album, and that's the most important thing for us, of course.
Oh yeah.
If the fans are happy, we are. And yeah. So
most
thank you.
definitely.
Thank you to the fans for being there and sticking with us.
For
All
so
the
many
support.
years.
Yeah, huge thanks to everyone that comes out and that supports and that, shows up early and brings us gifts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see that. All this chocolate you got here.
Yeah, but huge thanks to everyone, that comes out.
Yeah. Well, I definitely appreciate y'all, for the opportunity for the
Cool.
interview and whatnot.
Awesome.
Okay.
No.
Right on.
Thank you.
And trying to think if there's anything else. I can't think of anything else right off the hand. So
It's all good.
Now we're good.
We're good.
You're fine.
Awesome.
alrighty.